What pods are you using, Jake, for the dishwashing? No free ads, but
I think it's Cascade, right? Are those Cascade? But I accidentally bought the shittier ones. I like the ones that have the purple in them, and right now I don't have those.
well, what about the purple makes it effective, would you say?
I couldn't tell you. Purple seems clean to me.
It's like just like flavors of candy. Like
I think
I know I like blue.
It's Cascade.
It's got to be some chemical, right?
Cascade. Yeah, Cascade Platinum Plus. That's what I like buying. But I fucked up and I bought regular Cascade.
Not the platinum.
Yeah, I don't really know what the Platinum does, but I like seeing the. Oh, here it. I don't know.
That's Sophie talking about the, and then Jake has to go on to the mute. Cascade could come on
Upgraded
the show.
enzymes, perhaps?
Oh, what's going on there? Now I think Jake's mic is unplugged. It's the off season for us, so we're clearly not on our A game.
First episode of the off season. It happens. It happens.
Starting off our first day at podcasting school, going great.
I think I'm good now.
I think you're good as well. There you go. Good to have you back. That being, vote for Zoran, aka Jake. Jake, this
get out there if we have any New York. Oh yeah. Oh no, right. It won't matter. I forgot this comes out Wednesday, not tomorrow.
Well, you've already done your part. You've already voted 13
times. I already
times.
stuffed the ballot. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know I have. But
with George Soros, of course, funding payrolling Pod on Lansdowne, you've been able to take out time out of your day to ensure that scores upon scores of votes have been cast in New York City. All five boroughs.
I mean, if you're listening to this on Wednesday when it comes out on your preferred app of choice, it'll be irrelevant. But if you're in the stream now, if you watch this before 9:00 p.m. on YouTube on Tuesday, if you watch it on YouTube, go and vote. Go out and vote. Unless you're gonna vote for somebody I don't want, so then don't vote.
In that case,
that's my least favorite thing when fucking celebrities do the go out and vote. Like, no, I don't want you to vote if I disagree with you, fundamentally.
I heard Fitz is a big Sliwa guy.
Well, I too was jumped in the early 90s in a taxi cab. I was shot. So we have that in common. That person who brought that up is Strawberries and Cream Dr. Pepper enjoyer, a.k.a. Liam.
Is that good? That sounds straight up disgusting.
Listen. I wasn't sold on it, but Riss put me on it over the weekend. Within the past week, it's you can only have really one before it becomes.
Yeah, I mean that sounds diabetic.
And this is the.
Don't even try to have two and get behind the wheel of a car.
You don't want the full-bodied version. Go for the zero sugar, folks. Let me tell you.
Full-bodied.
so zero sugar, strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper.
It's still going to give you a cavity.
Can I find that at my local supermarket, or is that a specialty item?
No, you sure can.
All right.
Yeah.
The strawberries and cream full body one from the tap, actually, you could breathe a little bit more, Liam.
Yeah.
Goes down smoother.
Mm-hmm.
In any event.
There's mercury in it or something, probably.
Don't put mercury in the trash, by the way. I am Gabe Kapler, a.k.a. Fitz, new general manager of the Miami Marlins.
Yeah,
Gabe Kapler, that is. I'll have you know.
Do you think he'll continue posting his thirst traps on TikTok?
I hope so. Yeah, he always does, right? Wasn't he even doing that when he was in San Francisco?
Yeah.
In Philly? Yeah. As he should, flaunt it if you got it.
What a well-traveled man at this point. The player, the manager, the general manager, living an entire baseball life.
Is that the top role in Miami, or do they have a?
Do they have?
I got to be honest, Jake. I'm not brushed up on my organizational structure of the Miami Marlins.
No, I'm not either. So
hold
that's why
please.
Because the Red Sox have a general manager. It's Op Breslow.
Well, we actually don't.
Oh no, it's Peter Bendix is the PBL in Miami. I think he's a former Rays guy. He's got glasses.
Fitz. That actually is not true.
Well, we had a general manager in the past, even though they weren't the top guy. Don't get smart with me over there with your fancy dancy hat. Do you want to tell the folks about your hat before we get going? Because it was like
my
fun
purple
tidbit.
hat. I got this. So this is
your Parappa the Rappa hat.
Yeah, I'm like Curtis Lewa. I'm not gonna take this thing off. This is an Arc'teryx hat, which, Liam, are you familiar with? Fitz had never heard of it.
The brand? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Naturally.
So very, very expensive, very high class, rain jackets. They're real pricey, but they did a pop-up very close to my apartment, and I just walked over, and they were giving out these free hats.
If it's free, it's
So-
for me.
That's right, free 99.
Free 99. Hold on. Before we continue, I just want to show the folks what I'm talking about here. Share screen. Share screen.
Oh, Parappa the Rappa.
Yeah, I got to show folks Parappa the Rappa because you kind of got the Parappa the Rappa situation.
I
going
never
on there.
played the Parappa the Rappa games.
It was essentially just Guitar Hero before Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Parappa
What
the
was it
Rappa.
on?
PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, well, that's why. I never had a PlayStation.
No. Well, we're glad you could be here for this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. I feel like this is the third time we're going to be saying this is officially the start of the off-season because, well, obviously the Red Sox off-season started a couple of weeks ago, but the actual baseball season, off-season that is, starts now. The end of the World Series was this past weekend. A legendary, I don't think I'm exaggerating, a legendary ending to a fantastic World Series. The Dodgers repeat as champions. They win in 7 games over our friends north of the border, the Toronto Blue Jays. Spencer, we hardly knew you, buddy. If he's listening to this now.
I'm feeling for him, man. That's a tough
That
way
was
to go.
a hard. Not that
That's an
like I'm
all-time-
shedding.
I mean, games 6 and 7, like 7 alone, obviously. But
Right. Not that I'm shedding tears necessarily for division rivals. At the end of the day, like I'm not, I don't have the softest of spots for the Blue Jays. I just didn't want to keep seeing the Dodgers win. That's why I was more pulling for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
But my goodness gracious, Jake, what a heartbreaking way
I know.
to lose.
It got me thinking, like, we all root for the Boston teams in all our sports, all the major North American sports. I know you boys you can get a little wacky over there in Europe with your stuff, but in
Arsenal
we all
top
root-
of the table, mind the gap.
Yeah, we all root for Boston, and it's like I think we've had all this success in the 21st century, and that's awesome, and that's incredible. But part of why that's so great is also like it relieves so much stress from games that we watch now. Like it's never like the world is ending if our team gets eliminated. Like we've seen them reach the top.
Speak
of the
for yourself.
mountain. No, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Fitz. Like we've all
Yeah.
experienced championships, multiple except the Bruins, championships for these teams, and it's like I can't imagine the destruction I would feel if I had never seen my team win and that Blue Jays game happened to me.
I mean, listen. As a proud Revs fan, I'm still waiting.
I was thinking that I was like, don't be disrespectful to the Revs, the plight of those Revs fans. There.
0 for 5. 0 for 5. Let me tell you.
The LA Galaxy, Liam, had our number. What can you say, right?
One of these days.
But even then, Liam, watching that, I mean, Game 6, the ball getting stuck in the wall play, which I guess technically to the letter of the law.
Time out. Where do you guys fall on that? Can we do a quick?
Immediately throw your hands up. That's
Yep.
the way
Yes.
to do it.
It's smart.
100%.
It's unethical, but it's
100%.
smart.
So, but it literally it hits directly in the wedge. Like I don't think it's even. Had it like rolled into the wedge and it was like, oh, you
Sure.
can grab it. That's one thing. But it literally is a line drive into the wedge. And
I mean, it's barely in the wedge, but it is in the wedge.
But it stops
Right.
completely dead. Like it doesn't.
Dead
it
ball.
literally hits it and loses all of its motion. Like it is wedged.
YouTube.com/@Pod on Lansdowne if you want to join the stream. By the way, throughout the offseason, every other week we'll be doing episodes. We've got CJ in the chat, Adam, Thomas, Dylan, Dan, Riss, of course. Harrison in the chat goes, not ethical hoops. And that is true. It was not ethical hoops whatsoever in that Game 6, but it was smart.
That's what they
You're
tell
right.
you
You
to do.
instantly
That's
put
what
it up.
they tell you to
That's
do.
the right thing to do.
Even in like
Well, it's
Little
not the
League,
right
they're
thing
like,
to do. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, well, that's what they tell you. That's what your Little League coach will tell you to do. Get stuck in the wall.
I can't get it.
Hands up! Hands up! I can't do anything. I can't.
Have
do
the
anything.
Red Sox ever gotten like hosed by a rule like that, like in recent memory? I was trying to think. We've come out on the right side of a lot of those moments, but I was racking my brain. Like there's the Renfro play, and there's like if you watch like 4 Days in October, there's the serendipitous ground rule double that saved the game, and 4 or 5, I don't remember. But I'm trying to remember like if we got really screwed in not screwed because it's a rule, but
someone in the chat, God love them, they're going to be able to give you, Bible chapter and verse. Like it was April 29th, 2014. Like it was against, the Reds or something like that in the bottom of the seventh. They'll be able to tell you exactly what it is. And I appreciate the perverts for, having that encyclopedic knowledge. But off the top of my head, Jake, no, nothing really jumps out to me. If anything, it's kind of helped. Connor in the chat goes the Middlebrooks obstruction. But
I guess I don't remember that right off the bat because I'm like, oh, they won the
exactly
the
right.
Then I'd be like, oh yeah, for sure.
It also
that's pretty good. That's
come on. It was the right call. Come on.
Alan Craig
Middlebrooks was doing the worm. Come on.
Listen. Alan Craig, he walked right into him.
Both things can be true.
Number 5, retire
Red Sox legend. That's right.
Middlebrooks breakdancing there on the third baseline, but yeah, it ended up working out, so it was okay. And then obviously my goodness gracious, hose from Kike, shout out Kike in Game 6 there, but horrible base running at second there. Who was it? Barger? Who that was?
Sure was.
Yeah. And then Game 7, I mean, there are 20 different heartbreaking situations there for the Blue Jays. The solo homer, one after another there to get them back into the game. I said out loud watching it, we were up at the Mount Washington Resort for Massimo Pena's 30th, and out loud on that 3-2 pitch to Rojas, I was like, just throw him a fastball. If he hits it, he hits it.
Well, Fitz.
Now, of course, he hit it, but it was a cement mixer slider. It was like Liam Fennessy could have driven that into
just get the bat head on it, and it's gone.
Like 86-0, just a complete cookie.
I feel comfortable saying that the Blue Jays lost.
You felt comfortable saying a lot of things about that Miguel Rojas homer, by the way, at that brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you got...
I'm the one guy on earth that thought Miguel Rojas wasn't going to hit a fucking...
You were the one guy who got cold takes exposed on
it.
That was instant. I saw that push notification. Freezing cold takes retweeted your post. I was like, fucking A. What did Jake do?
It's a good one, though. That was a good one.
It was good for the brand.
It was. What was I saying? Oh, the Blue Jays lost that series. The Dodgers did not win it.
100%.
Well,
they left like 20.
Well, they
left
win
like 22 men on base in the last 2 games.
Didn't the Blue Jays outscore them by like 8 across? I understand.
I think so, yeah.
That crooked number in Game 1
matters,
helps,
but, yeah.
right? But it's. I'm just going to say that it's one of those things. That's baseball, man. Like you can outplay them 7 out of the 9 innings, but if you fall apart there at the end, you don't take the chances that come your way. Enough of them. Shit like that can happen.
I think the person I felt the worst for was Don Mattingly. Like that's just gotta be,
get out of here.
No,
I thought that narrative was so stupid. Oh, Don Mattingly takes him 40. He's a fucking bench coach. Who fucking cares?
No,
that's so
I think
fake.
It's like
I'm with Liam. Have a heart, Jake.
Yeah, that's brutal,
get
dude.
out of here.
I know, Jake, your thing is to be the number one hater, and I appreciate it. Come on,
try saying something true and beautiful.
Yeah, right. Yeah, nice ironic statement, bro. Yeah.
Everybody acted. I think it's such a false equivalency to be
sucks.
after 40 years he's made it to the World Series. What does he do? He's sitting on the bench. What is that? Get out of here, man.
I felt bad for him. I was like, that's
verbatim that tweet, by the way, from at Tage Erlinger from May of 2022, May 3rd. Haha, what a wicked and ironic comment, bro. Now try saying something true and beautiful.
I know. I do have to be more true and beautiful, I think, but
I don't think you will on Twitter at the very least.
I don't think I will. I don't think I will.
I was like, if we're ranking best 7-game World Series in our lifetimes, is that number 1? Or is that recency bias?
It's better than 16. Now, I would still probably say that given the circumstances, Game 7 in 2016, I think I would put a hair over Game 7 of 2025. But the series as a whole, they were
almost the same game. Like the Davis home run was an inning earlier, but effectively they were very similar in structure.
Situations there, right? Yeah. And high drama. And if you put 2025 Game 7 over it, chat, What's a better game? Game 7
19
2016
sucked.
or Game 7?
Game 7 was like fun because of the Howie Kendrick.
Game 7
home
was a
run,
good game in
Yeah.
19.
But overall, it was like none of the home teams won.
I don't even feel like those games were close, were they? Each game, I feel like each team just won the game pretty
that's what
handily.
I was about to say about
Yeah, I don't-
2016. That's the dirty little secret of the 2016 World Series. Most of the games were not competitive one way or the other.
Yeah.
This series, you had
Cleveland was up
what
3
3 or
to
4
1, right?
games decided by a run? You know,
Cleveland was up 3-1, right?
Yeah, they
If I'm
sure
not
were.
mistaken. Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, 2
That's
extra innings
tough.
games here. You know what I mean? You had iconic moments both ways. A lot of drama, a lot of craziness. Could you imagine if that series ended with that play at the plate with IKF? With the
It's-
Bronx
I-
being off the plate?
2011
Run through the
still-
bag.
2011 is the best World Series of this century. I still don't.
01.
Even better than 01?
Oh,
01 had multiple walk-offs.
okay.
17 sneaky just because of games 2 and 5. Game 7 was a dud. But
Right.
I also,
And a lot of it does depend on that game 7, though, right?
Yeah,
At the end
it
of the day,
does.
right? It
Like think about
yeah.
2002. I don't even remember that was a 7-game series.
I think game 6 was the crazy one in that series.
Yeah, but outside of that,
I saw people saying that Blue Jays loss was the worst like single game loss of the 21st century. Lest we forget how bad 2011 Game 6 was. They were not an out away. They were a strike away. 2 different times,
2
in
different
the same
occasions.
game. In the same game. Like that is how could you go on as a Texas Rangers fan after that? I think that is far and away the worst loss. Like that and the Falcons Super Bowl, I think are neck and neck for the worst. The Falcons Pats Super Bowl, the worst losses of the last 25 years in the major sports. Like those are both completely disastrous and would drive a man or woman or a non-binary person insane.
Yeah. Thomas in the chat goes, Jake doesn't remember 01, and that's okay. Us young
Yeah, I
folks
don't. I
EP.
was 2. Sorry.
Yeah, it is what it is. You can't hold that against you. I guess at the end of, I think it's the best World Series since 01, I would say. I don't think I'm being prisoner of the moment there. In terms of being a neutral fan, like going one way or the other. And again, I understand the historical significance of 16 and then even Cleveland at the time, obviously going through their drought that continues to this day. That's part of it as well. But man, that's why we watch. Quick note before we get into the Boston Red Sox.
A lot of people watched. Too.
they sure did.
What, 30-something million I saw?
20,
More than the NBA Finals.
Yeah, it's 25.
It
Let's
was
have
like
a-
20, 26, 28 million, something like
That's
that.
awesome because
House,
all
House.
I've heard
Is
for the last 20
is baseball
years.
having a moment, House?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no one's watching
there was
anymore.
there was a clip on my timeline today of him, and he was like, "Feels like baseball is like back to when we were kids."
Yeah,
you know?
I know. I listened to it this morning.
It's not like there's another labor stoppage. I almost said strike. It's not a strike. It would be a lockout. But yeah, it's not like a year from now we're going to be dreading what lies before us, leading into 2027. But
one more World Series thought exercise before we go on.
Is it about this World Series or the World Series as a whole? Because I have one more point specifically about the 2025 Game 7.
Oh yeah, no, it's about this one. Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
I was gonna say better pitching performance, Bumgarner in 14 or Yamamoto this year.
Ooh, I guess I'd have to think. I mean,
It's Bumgarner, but I would understand.
I understand the argument where like the Blue Jays lineup is so much better than the Royals lineup that Bumgarner was facing.
That's true, but
Yamamoto just threw 95 pitches in Game 6, and then to come out in there in Game
I
7
forgot
in extra innings.
Bumgarner's was 5 innings of relief in Game 7,
yeah.
which is unbelievable. But
was he pitching? Was he pitching with the lead?
I don't remember when he came in. I think it was because then
Yamamoto wasn't pitching with the
got
lead.
stranded on third. Yeah,
At least for a couple
there were
of
men on
innings.
base
how many
every
runs?
time.
How many runs did Yamamoto give up total?
It's close. I understand if people would say Bumgarner because Bumgarner is the standard, and I think I would lean to agree that. I'm just trying to flush out the argument one way or the other.
Yeah, because I saw people going back and forth about that one on Twitter today.
Yamamoto. I mean,
this
this is the stuff of legends, man.
Yamamoto gave up 2 earned runs and Bumgarner gave up 1. So I mean, I don't know. That's like
right,
crazy.
Yeah.
It's incredible stuff.
Why pit two queens against each other?
You know what? It's Bumgarner, because Bumgarner's performance resulted in Rick Wilde from Chevrolet giving him the latest and greatest Chevy truck with
that tech and stuff,
technology and stuff. Shout out Ben Porter. He tweets that every year, and I laugh every single time. And that's one of those videos where whenever it comes on, I stop what I do and I watch the latest and greatest technology and stuff. That poor guy. The point I wanted to make, and friend of the program, Jake Mintz, brought this up. I think it was Liam mentioned it about 5 minutes earlier about the IKF play at the plate, like just run through it as opposed to sliding. While he's wearing a sliding glove, by the way, he slides with his feet, but that's a whole totally different thing. If you go back and look, and again, Jake Mintz brought this up. This is not my analysis. I want to give credit where it's due. The lead that IKF has off of third there, with the infield in, you being the World Series winning run at third.
He fucked every possible aspect of that up.
He had maybe a 2-foot lead, like not even like two big steps, 2 feet, two like American.
Muncie's
24
further
inches
off the bag than he is. At least go like
where Jake Mintz said go at least as far as Muncie is. And you get a bad break off of third.
I also,
and you're out by a hair.
I saw people defending it with like, because they had lost the game the day before on the double play, but the game was tied. Like, you can't lose the game.
Yeah,
right.
Like, so take your lead.
Yeah, you lost the game anyway.
Give me another 2 steps. Give me another 2 steps.
You cannot.
One
lose
more
the game
step
right
gets
now.
him home. One.
Right.
Don't even need 2.
He also throws his arms up too. That had to slow him down.
No,
that had to slow him down. That's not aerodynamic at all.
That's what. There's a reason they tell you not to slide into first.
Running through the bag would have been a better idea. Running head first or sliding head first would have been a better idea. He chose the worst possible option in every scenario there.
The fact that the lead is so short is crazy too, because like, it's a lefty at the plate.
Right. What are the odds he's going to line out to Muncie?
The odds of him lining out to Max Muncie are so minuscule. Like,
Muncie already made one great stab with the infield in earlier in the game. What are the odds that lightning strikes twice there, right?
I can't believe how bad he fucked that up.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because that had been driving me crazy. Again, over the weekend, I'm with Missy Mo and my sisters-in-law and their respective boyfriends, and we're sitting there at a bar watching it, and they casually like baseball enough. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting there and I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, like talking out loud, like about like how bad of a loss that is for Toronto. Poor Spence. I guess that's all.
That's tough, man.
Well, I mean, I'll just finish off with this. I mean, Spen _____ to my brother. Rest now.
You are addicted to these.
We have the watch. And I will see you in Valhalla.
Let's take a quick break. When we return, the actual exercise that I'd like to go through today in the meat of the episode, our off-season wish list for the Boston Red Sox. How about that? Stick around. We'll be right back on this edition of Pod on Lansdowne. What's up, chat? What's going on, gang? Long time no see. How we doing? What's going on? Shout out to Mo Peñas for dressing as me for Halloween. Listen, Adam, I know you're like the Duncan mascot. I appreciate that. I respect that. First of all, I got the Duncan Joy Foundation thing on right now. So not only do I love dunks, but I love the kids. I don't want to see sick kids here. I like charity. I like goodwill towards man.
You guys see Clayton Kershaw doing the fucking Nazi salute?
No, I didn't see Clayton Kershaw do the Nazi salute.
Well, hold on then.
Makes you think.
Makes you think.
Jesus Christ. Kick from studio. Kick. Oh no, I don't want to kick vote for Zoran. No, that no, we're fine.
You're good.
Okay,
You're good. You're good.
One little wave. It's like, oh, Nazi. That just happened. Matt Gross, I was in Bluebird Banter comments this weekend, and I think I counted fans from 25 different fan bases offering their condolences, including Buffalo Bills fans talking about how bad it was. For a Bills fan to say that was a bad loss, that's when you know. Red Sox fan coming in peace.
You guys are going to be scary next year.
Oh, man. All right. Let me get the ad read up here. Foco should pay us to make a holiday song. That's what they should do. All right, 5 seconds. Pod on Lansdowne is back. Jake, Fitz, and Liam at your service as the baseball offseason in earnest gets underway. But what's definitely not only underway now, that's been happening, something that we want to remind you of again, especially as the holiday season approaches. Or I guess you could say it's kind of already the holiday season. I mean, the national holiday of Halloween passed. Hope you enjoyed your Halloween. A couple of weeks away from Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Holidays at the end of the year, they'll be right around the corner. And Foco, Forever Collectibles, is there for you leading up to the holiday season. In case you folks were not aware, Foco is one of the leading manufacturers in officially licensed collectibles, apparel, accessories, home decor, and much, much more. For over 25 years, Foco's success is directly related to their ability, and my voice just cracked, to bring exciting new designs and product ideas that allow you to show off your fandom at the game in the comfort of your own home, in the office, and anywhere else you may go. Right now, folks, as the holiday season approaches, we're offering a 10% discount code on all items at Foco that are in stock. Specifically in stock. Pre-order items, Jake, do they count?
They don't.
Liam, can you confirm?
I can confirm.
Pre-order items do not count, but in stock absolutely does. 10% off at checkout for all their products, including the wide range of stuff that they carry for our beloved Boston Red Sox. You can go on to foco.com. That is FOCO, Foxtrot October, Charlie October.com. Or you can click on the link in the description wherever you're listening to this edition of Pod on Lansdowne and use the promo code POL10 to save 10% off at checkout. Again, that is promo code POL10, P as in pod, O as in on, L as in Lexington. 10 at foco.com to save 10% off in-stock items. Find your fandom with Foco. There's a lot of things that you could add to your wish list at Foco, folks. None of those are transactions for our favorite baseball team, though. Improvements, things that you would change, things that you would promote, things that you would like to see enacted within the organization during the winter. But luckily, you don't have to go to Foco for that. You could stay right here on Pod on Lansdowne because we are doing our official offseason wish list for the Boston Red Sox Baseball Club. I'm sure there's going to be some pretty obvious ones that we want to establish as a podcast, our stance, our official endorsements of what the team should do.
Oh, I wonder what you're referring to.
Plenty of things. Could be anything, Jake. Especially when it comes to your analysis.
Okay.
Let's do it like this. We can kind of just throw some stuff out there. We can talk it through. And then should we put like levels to this? Like when you're making a wish list, like when you're Liam, a young fantasy is sitting there. He's got a nice warm cup of cocoa, maybe a couple of cookies, watching Rudolph or something like that. He's making his wish list out to the big man in the North Pole. Some stuff on there, it's like, okay, you know what? This would be a sick stocking stuffer. You know what I mean? Maybe something else like, ooh, it'd be nice to have this, like to supplement what I've already gotten as well. But then you got your big ticket items, like you're like, oh my god, like if
your Xbox 360,
right? Exactly. If the big guy doesn't come down the chimney with this, I'm at a January 6th to the North Pole, essentially. your big ticket items. So keep that in mind as we go through this exercise. And again, youtube.com/@pod on Lansdowne. You let us know, hey, is upgrading the pitching staff, is that a stocking stuffer or is that a big ticket? Is it somewhere in between? We'll talk about it together. With that in mind, who wants to start off this list? The Boston Red Sox have a couple of months until they resume play. It's a pretty good team as things stand right now. Organization, right, I think, is in a pretty good spot, but there are things to change.
I'll lead off.
So where do we start?
I'll lead off, and I'll be impartial. The big ticket item, I think.
Big ticket.
Priority numero uno. Bring me a number 2. Bring me a number 2.
So I think I would agree. Some people might say, like, okay, like, again, Bill Simmons' situation. I was talking with my dad this weekend. He thinks the number one priority would be not that, something else that we could talk about later down the line. I would agree with you, Jake. I think raising the ceiling of the rotation through a certified number 2, your 1B to Crochet's 1A, I think that's absolutely positively I would put as the top thing that I would want to get done this winter.
You cannot have Brian Bayo start game 2 of a playoff series next year. That cannot happen.
Ever again.
Ever again. Never.
It's something, I mean, we've mentioned this over the last couple of episodes of it. It's not so much of an indictment of Bayo, even after his 2025 season kind of ended with a dud. September, he kind of, was a bit slower to the finish line, and then we all saw what happened in the Bronx in that wild card game, getting yanked early, which, again, I thought was the right move by Alex Cora. But all in all, a good season from Bayo, Liam, but I think you feel way better about this pitching staff if he's your number 3 guy to kind of get you over that third day hump.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything. I don't think that's groundbreaking. I think we all saw it. I think we've all been sitting on this and letting it marinate for the last 4 weeks. But
yeah, I don't want to go into it like too rash. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know how you can come away from that short series and think that's anything but your number 1 or 1A or 1B top wish list item is somebody to go with the pig. Because, I mean, I feel like last time we were here, we rattled off 8 or 9 guys in terms of starting pitching depth, and that's great at the end of the day. I mean, you're going to need all those guys over the course of 162 games. But in October, like you saw it, you need an ace, and you need a second ace in most cases. Like, it's that simple. It's that cut and dry. You need a Blake Snell to your Yamamoto. You need a
name redacted to your Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, exactly. So
you need a Tyler Glasnow to your Yamamoto. You need a Shohei Ohtani to your Yamamoto. Just keep going with that. Yeah.
So
am I delayed?
Yeah.
I'm kind of. I think I'm kind of delayed here on my skip, but
I think just your video feed is delayed.
Yeah, your audio was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if the audio is fine,
I lied.
I just lied.
Yeah, Fitz, leave and come back. Leave and come back.
I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah. So as far as, I mean, to me, it's still like, it's Joe Ryan. I just think that, and I assume we'll get to this as well, but I think most agree we also need a bat, and that seems to be much easier to acquire through free agency, which would lead me to say the number 2 that we are speaking of should come through a trade. That just seems logical to me.
It's probably what it's going to end up being.
And you know what? I'm all there. I'm there for it.
If it were up to you, is it still Joe Ryan?
I think when I look at the board and I look at, I mean, if the Hunter Green thing is real, I would be interested. I still find that hard to believe. I just don't know why the Reds would do that, really.
I agree.
Same goes with Abbott, I suppose.
If they want to.
But yeah, after him, I think it's Joe
Ryan. I mean, what? Francona gave Abbott like 2/3 of an inning in the wild card series, didn't he? That was absurd to me.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
Yeah.
trying to just get rid of good young
Like,
pitchers down there, and
Sure, we'll take them.
yeah,
Why
but,
not?
that just seems strange to me. But yeah, I think it's got to be Joe Ryan. And I
mean,
think
yeah, I'd
knock
love
on
Joe
wood,
Ryan
I'm
here.
knocking on all the wood over here. Like, you say that we had these talks. What was this? 3 months ago now? Yeah. That's
You lay the
what happened
groundwork.
with Crochet. It's the same thing. Like, they had the talks at the deadline. Neither team was satisfied with the deal. They come back 4 or 5 months later and they say,
They
"All right,
revisit.
here we go."
I guess after thinking about it there, what you just mentioned, Jake, like I get like, okay, trading for that number 2 guy is absolutely a viable path, but thinking about it a little bit further, like whether it's Cease, whether it's Michael King, who I love Michael King, I think it's also viable to go out and do it with the free agent market. And I think that kind of segues into another part of my wish
Well,
list.
I actually said this when you were coming in and out.
Is it about a certain pitcher who was on
No,
the team?
I was saying I think that the bat is going to have to come from free agency. The bat that
Okay.
we'll get to, which makes me believe that the arm will come from a trade.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
When you put it like that, I guess that makes sense. I'm just saying if you wanted to go out and utilize the free agent market for that pitcher, and this kind of plays into, again, part of my wish list. Part of my wish list, with all due respect to the man, seems like a nice guy. I thank him for his services. Part of my wish list, not a big ticket, but a little bit more than a stocking stuffer, is that I would not want the Red Sox to extend the qualifying offer to Lucas Giolito. I would rather that money be allocated elsewhere because I think he would take it.
Yes.
I also agree.
I am not interested in giving Lucas Giolito the qualifying offer.
We were talking about it, and I think I had mentioned this a couple of weeks ago as well, but I'll rehash it now. Whatever the number is, $22, $23 million, whatever it is that year, that gets you maybe not 100% of the way there to a Michael King if you felt so inclined, or a Dylan Cease if you wanted to extend Joe Ryan if you traded for him, or Hunter Green or Andrew Abbott, whoever it ends up being. If when we trade Miguel Blaze and a bucket of balls to Pittsburgh for Paul Skeens, you can use that to extend Skeens, whatever it ends up being. And I don't necessarily think Giolito is a bad pitcher. I think some of the stuff under the hood, while horrifying, maybe that has to do with the fact that, okay, he's coming back from injury a bit. Maybe he's just not 100% back to his usual self. Maybe something kind of came off there. But the stuff under the hood, he outpitched his peripherals big time. We've mentioned that on the show before as well. While he might be a solid innings eater down the line and could have his good outings, I don't want to allocate $23 million to that on next year's payroll when A, you're already going to be allocating a lot more money to guys like Crochet and Anthony, and B, when that money could be simply used elsewhere. And Matthew in the chat goes, I absolutely want him to give the qualifying offer.
Oh!
I don't think he would accept. I guess that's just a fundamental disagreement. I think people are going to look at that stuff under the hood and be like, I'm not giving that dude a 3, 4, even a 2-year contract at like $50 million for Giolito. I guess all it takes is one team to do that, but I don't think there's going to be a huge market there. If they extend him the qualifying offer, if Breslow reads the market properly again, like he did with Pivetta, then I'll eat crow because the comp picks have been wonderful to us in the past. But I wouldn't want to run that risk. I wouldn't want to run that gambit. He also says, Matt goes, it bulks up the depth and you probably need to trade some arms to get a real number 2 in here. They already have, like, again, we've mentioned this before. There's probably 8 to 10 guys within the organization who could feasibly be in that 4 or 5 slot on opening day.
I'm just checking. I mean, if you go and look at the pitchers that were free agents last year, it was not a massive class. I mean, it was like Snell, Fried, Burns, and then And then it's probably
Pivetta.
Nick Pivetta was. I
Yeah.
mean Nate maybe I guess would have been, him or Pivetta, but then you look at this year, fellas, and I feel like it's a good bit more bountiful. Am I wrong in that?
Framber in there, which wish list I wouldn't fuck with Framber Valdez.
That one kind of scares me.
I'm also.
I mean,
on
I have Keith Law's like top 50 free agents pulled up because I don't know, he published it.
So I tried to pull that up, and then I
got.
went haywire. And then I glitched out of the stream.
No,
here, so.
I mean, just in terms of like starting pitchers off the cuff, real quick. I mean, Framber, Ranger Suarez, Dylan Cease, Brandon Woodruff, Jack Flaherty, Merrill Kelly, Zach Gallen,
Woodruff is
Shane
interesting.
Bieber. That's just kind of like Zach Eflin. Justin Verlander, if anyone's interested in Zach.
Want nothing to do with Eflin for sure. I'm all set there.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like those are your names in his top 25 to 30 guys.
Right, so maybe it's actually
Woodruff
not
is
that
interesting
bountiful.
because in
I
terms
take
of
it back.
skill when he's on, there's not
Sorry.
there's not many pitchers better in terms of the skill with Woodruff.
See,
it's just a matter of how long he could stay on the field.
I feel like that. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. I'm all set with the projects. I need a sure thing to go with.
Fair
Garrett.
enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I mean,
no,
I get it if it's like if we were struggling for depth and it's like, we'll take a flyer. But I don't know. I think if we're going into the offseason being like, let's recreate a number 2 in the aggregate.
Woodruff was pitching well when he came back, though.
He
if
was.
memory
No,
serves.
I don't disagree with that. But I feel like I just wouldn't be comfortable with that as the be all end all if that's how it shook out.
3.20 ERA, sub 1 WHIP, 83 punch outs in how many innings? 1.3 WAR over the course of
I just think that now that you're in your sort of like go for it
64 and 2/3 innings.
Your go for it window, I don't know what you want to call it, I guess. But like Anthony's here, Crochet is here. We'll get to the rest of the big name items in a second, I presume. But like I don't think I want 22 million of my already pretty tight payroll going to Lucas Giolito in this
Right.
scenario.
I agree with that.
Like, I just don't think that's a risk that a team that has this sort of outlook right now, like, can be willing to take, I guess.
And I understand why they made that play with Pivetta last offseason, but I think with Giolito, it's a totally different situation.
It's a difference, yeah. Because at least you could tell yourself a story with Pivetta going into last year, like
I mean,
with
man,
the stuff under the
that
hood.
Giolito Savant page.
Like, yeah, and again, I don't want to just sit
that's
here
not
and
the-
only be
it's
the
not the
red
be-all,
circle,
end-all,
blue
but-
circle analyst, but
my
it's
teeth
pretty
are
bad.
chattering looking at it.
An
his swing
xERA
and
of
miss,
5,
his swing and
man.
miss stuff was almost non-existent this past year, and that was at least part of his profile prior to his absence. So yeah, I respect Lucas Giolito. Seemed like he enjoyed his time here. I wish him nothing but the best. I wouldn't want to risk that money being allocated. When Jake's right that this is a pivotal time where you have to be ruthless going forward in terms to get this team back to where it needs to be.
I don't know the right. Pardon me, I don't know the exact right turn of phrase to use here. Outperformed, I guess would be correct. He outperformed his expected ERA by more than a run and a half. That's like
That's a house of cards.
yeah, no thanks.
It's a little spooky.
Yeah. Nah, bring me a big fish. Bring me a big fish.
K-Bird goes, isn't Bayo's Savant also gross? It's not amazing,
Sure is.
K-Bird.
Not as gross, but
But
it's
Bayo's also a guy whose Savant is never going to be amazing because he's never been a huge swing and miss guy. He's always been more of a trying to initiate shitty contact ground ball rate, which he was 84th percentile in ground ball rate going at the end of this year. And also, while Bayo's isn't amazing, Giolito's is really, really bad. Like even off of that baseline. So that's much ado about pitching, and we can get back into pitching as well. I do want to shift the conversation to, like I hinted to earlier, what my dad had mentioned, the topic of hitters, specifically right-handed hitters. Let's start with the ones that we know from this year. Where would you rank re-signing Alex Bregman on your wish list? Is that another big ticket item?
2. Well, that hinges on so many different things. Like,
talk us through it.
All right. I mean, like, I guess in theory, I'm fine letting him walk if you go and like immediately replace him with Pete Alonso or something, that production. But I don't think that that's likely. It also depends on a man by the name of Trevor Story. I would say if he walks, then you 1,000% need to bring Bregman back. You cannot lose both of them in the same offseason.
Right.
That is a non-starter for me. It also depends on kind of. I hate to start playing this game already, but it kind of depends on what the market is. Like, I'm not super interested in some of the numbers that have been getting tossed around for my friend Alex. I don't know. Like, he wasn't getting those offers last year, and he had, by the end of it, he had a pretty similar year to kind of what his normal, normal career is. I guess he won't have the qualifying offer attached this year. But I just think it's, personally, I'd like to just slap 6 years, whatever, 32 a year on it and call it a day. But we'll see where that goes. But I mean, I think that's like the I'm doing air quotes here for the listeners, like the easiest solution is just bringing Bregman back. But yeah, what say you fellas?
I'm so curious to see what Trevor's decision is, and I'm pulling it up. I guess like the deadline for him to make a decision is Thursday. If he opts out, what are your guys' thoughts on a play for Bo Bichette?
The fielding is.
I'm so
well.
uninterested in Bo Bichette.
Well, here's the thing. Playing him at second, I wouldn't play him at short.
He's not.
He's going to want shortstop money at his age.
He's simply not good at playing defense.
But if we're talking, we need offense.
Yeah, I mean, him at Fenway, his spray chart at Fenway, he bashed Fenway.
That's what I'm saying. I can't be like, well, I mean, that's a guy in his prime.
In a vacuum, Liam, like, it's not a bad idea to put him at the Keystone with the way that he hits.
If I'm basically trading Trevor Story, a 32-year-old Trevor Story for a 27-year-old Bo Bichette,
and tacking some more money onto that.
Right.
How old is Bichette now? Bichette's probably...
He's going into his age. Next year will be 27 or 28 for him.
I mean, guys,
he's gonna
get more than I was reading.
Turner?
Keith Law was like he'll get more than Willie Adames got last year. And what was that, like 170, 160?
He's gonna want to probably be a shortstop somewhere in a vacuum.
He's a fucking DH. Like, he's so bad at defense. He is one of the worst defenders in the entire sport. Like, if the conversation is offense, though, I'm not talking about his defense. But what do you mean?
The whole question we're arguing is like, how do we add offense to this?
Yeah,
lineup?
but you need to slot this player into your lineup. You can't just be like,
yeah. So I'd put him.
You're
in
not
second.
there. I don't think that's going to make it that much better. I fear.
I think Jake, you're being a little too quick with that one.
I think he would be fine at second, but the thing is, he's not going
his range. Want to know what percentile his range is in?
The range is more important at short than it is at second.
First, he's in the first percentile.
First percentile at short. He doesn't need to have all that range at second.
Well, we don't really have a fucking stud over at first base either.
I know it, but I'm
so uninterested. I'm
more on the line with you because
I hate it.
He's not going to want to play second here. He's not going to want to do that.
All right, I don't want him then.
So it's not going to happen.
I mean, obviously the shortstop thing's a non-starter for me, but if we're talking about, this team needs offense, there's a free agent for you.
Listen, if some team that plays good defense and hasn't had
if there was more of a, if I knew what the infield was gonna, if I knew what,
if some team that hasn't had the horrors of
the was gonna be playing in the infield, then
the 2020 Red Sox do not need the 2020s plural Red Sox do not need another poor defender.
The Brewers could swallow that defense with Bichette over at second.
100%.
They could make do there, and do whatever they do with Bryce Terang or something like that. But yeah, this team does not need more defensive headaches. I do agree with Jake there. He's a good hitter though. Good hitter from the right side.
He sure is. He sure is. I didn't say he wasn't.
And then, then it gets into the conversation of someone like Pete Alonso. Is he high up on your wish list? Would he be higher?
Let's continue this conversation with the other one. I mean, there's only two. Kyle Schwarber.
Well, he's a lefty. I think you need some right-handed power specifically.
Well, that's why I think you have to just re-sign Bregman. I think it's just the easiest way forward.
It starts there. It's like it makes everything so much easier, I think.
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, it's high up on my list to get Bregman re-signed. And ultimately, I think that's what the Red Sox are going to do. I hate to sound corny, but I do think that the front office would recognize with, the young wave of players now being here to have someone like Bregman set an example, show what, a winning sort of attitude, culture, whatever buzzword you want to use. I think that Craig Breslow, a championship player, would recognize the pedigree of that, the importance of that. I know that's kind of cliche. I know that's kind of, buzzwordy, but some things are cliche because they're true, Jake.
I'm sure there's a number that the Red Sox would walk away from the Alex Bregman table at. But I just... When we live in the context of all that which came before us, I just
when you think you fell out of a coconut tree.
Yeah, when you think you fell out of a coconut tree, I guess I could begin to defend letting him walk, but with context and everything, I think you have to bring him back. Trevor Story too, frankly. I have such little interest in trying to figure out another infield. Like,
I agree. Then it's just okay. Meyer can play second or play short.
No, I would. Trevor would play second in my mind's eye.
Sure,
but whatever.
If one of them goes, and you keep the other,
who the fuck is playing third? Is my question. If Bregman's gone,
If Story stays and Bregman goes, you're moving Meyer to third.
I'm not counting on a.
But then who's playing second?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's the
Fitzy Mo.
See, we can't play this game. This is why
everybody shifts around.
If that's the case, I'm going down to Fort Myers myself. I'm taking Christian Campbell by the ear, like dragging him like he's a kid in trouble. I put him right at the keystone and I say, "Start fielding grounders, buddy. We need to make sure you're ready.
Put your gear on." No, this is why since Trevor Story remembered how to hit a baseball, I have been pretty firm on that. Second base, shortstop, and third base for at least the next 3 years, or 2, depending on if Trevor opts in or not. Like, it really should just be Marcelo Meyer, Alex Bregman, and Trevor Story, because I just can't. I cannot watch this team try and figure out who's gonna field fucking ground balls again. I cannot keep doing this every year. It is so agonizing. When was the last time we had a fully competent infield? Like a decade ago?
When it was Steven Drew and he couldn't hit.
Yeah, I mean, really, was it like...
Until he did that one time, to be fair.
I don't know. It's been so long. Even 2018 had... 2019, I guess the infield was pretty good.
CJ in the chat goes, I think one or the other in reference to, I would imagine, Bregman and Story, but not both. They were number 1 and 2 in errors. I don't want old men, injury-prone guys anchoring our infield.
I mean, it'd be half your infield. I don't know if that's anchoring. Also, they're not Bregman. If
you're talking about injury-prone guys, and I know he's not old, but we keep saying 2026 is make or break for. I've
been saying this for months. The grass is not always greener. The grass is not always greener. We say, these guys are injury-prone. Oh, these guys are. Also, like you're short. I mean,
guys are injury prone until they're not. You know what I mean?
Aren't your shortstop and your third baseman like 90% of the time going to be the two guys that lead the team in errors by way of the positions they play? Right? Yeah. Is that not right?
The logic is sound. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that just feels like that makes sense to me. No, I don't think the team can afford to not have a mostly solved infield going into the season next year. I just don't. First base is a complete question. We know that now. So you want to add another 1 or 2 positions out of the 4 onto that? I just have such little interest in that. No.
Where does Christian Campbell fit in all this, though?
I don't fucking let him learn how to hit again in AAA. Give him at least 2 months down there. I mean, God bless him. I love him. I don't think it's over for him, but he is completely broken right now. Like, He needs the entire offseason, at least a month
They
and a
also
half,
just
2
need
months.
to tell him where he's going to play. Like,
I think he's a corner
even the front
outfielder.
even the front office doesn't even know.
I think
He's a corner
outfielder.
outfielder, but Jake, maybe this is a transition into the outfield situation. What?
Yeah.
No, for fuck's sake.
Well, you know one of the steps that you want to take, Jake, which I'm surprised this isn't your biggest ticket item.
Because it's not the most pressing thing. Like, to me personally, it is, but it's not from a team building perspective.
For my agenda, it is.
Yeah.
But
You want me to-
I think last year you were able to kind of not hand wave it away, but you were able to say, like, okay, you know what? A lot of these guys are still under team control. We don't know if Roman is going to be 100% ready. We didn't know that, like, at this time last year. We were like, let's kind of see how things play out. Maybe you make a move to offset them to kind of clear out the logjam. Maybe you don't, and you just kind of play it by ear. It was more towards option B there, that latter option that I mentioned. Now, this year, I think the context of which we live, I don't know the exact Kamala quote, but the context has changed now. I think that outfield logjam, I think, has to be cleared up. Obviously, we want depth. We want bench
What makes you say that,
depth.
Fitz? What makes you say that?
Because we've got like 7 usable outfielders within the organization. Someone said it earlier in the chat as a joke. I think we should get more outfielders for the wish list. I forget who it was. Whoever it was, shout out there. But something has to be done there. Obviously, you don't want to sacrifice, too much depth. You want to make sure that you have a deep enough of a bench. It's a similar enough of a conversation that we have with the pitching staff. But you got 2 Gold Glovers, which we'll talk about later. You have a Rookie of the Year nominee who's an outfielder, which we'll talk about later. You have a guy who very clearly the manager values, who still put up 4.5 B-WAR this year. I'm just outlining. Listen, don't fucking scoff at me, Jake. That's the fact. I'm putting out. I knew you were gonna have a fucking smart ass comment.
No.
I'm just laying
Continue.
out the facts here. Something has to be done in terms of the outfield. It's not slow pitch softball. We can't play 4 outfielders.
Do you want me to let it rip or what?
I think I set you up pretty nicely for it.
I just think that it is abundantly clear to anybody with eyeballs who the odd man out is here, especially after 2 of our beloved
Roman
outfielders. Roman Anthony, that's right. Especially
Robert
after
Upsnyder.
2 of our beloved outfielders were, and let's get a little round of applause here. Were awarded Gold Gloves last night.
I was going to mention that later in the program, but
let's
yes.
get Seidon
Shout out Seidon and shout out Willier.
and Willier both were awarded Gold Gloves for their work in the 2025 season. The time has run out for Jarren Duran. He's
Sun's getting real low.
the sun's getting real. I could go on a whole soliloquy here, but he's the oldest of the 4 by several years. He is like
I got to stop you right there. This would not be a soliloquy for you. You'd be much happy. A soliloquy implies that like you're sad and you're like, oh, like woe is me about this.
Sorry.
That would right? Am I right?
No,
English
you're
heads.
right. What's the
Yeah.
word I'm looking for? A diatribe?
A stump speech?
What's a diatribe? What's that? Diatribe. A forceful and bitter verbal attack against someone or something. Okay, I'm
This
going
is
to go
a
on a
diatribe.
There you
diatribe.
go.
This is a
The
diatribe.
Duran diatribe.
Yeah, he's by several years the oldest of the group. He is by several metrics.
Metrics.
By several metrics, the far and away the worst defender of the group.
It's not like we have anecdotal evidence in the playoffs of that being the case.
No, it's not like we have that at all. He has, I guess I would say he probably does have the least power potential of the group, right? Yeah. Like Seti, what did he hit? Almost 20 home runs this year?
Where did Seti finish? That's a great question.
Like,
Power potential
obviously-
gets
He finished
tricky
with-
because
he
then you're
finished
talking
with
about like
16.
max exit velo, how often like
I'm just saying,
average
like,
exit velo.
you need to hit home runs to win in this
very
league.
clearly 2 of those guys are ahead of him in terms of the pop.
Yeah.
Roman and Willier.
And I just think it's over. Like nobody could convincingly tell me that he's not the one that has to go. Like I don't understand I don't. I like look at the 4 options here. There's nothing there. There's nothing there for me anymore. His most valuable asset is the one that goes the fastest, which is another
historically speaking.
Disappear overnight.
Yeah.
Right. It's not even a knock specifically on him with that. That's just a fact of nature, Liam.
Yeah, like if you're trying to sell the guy, it's got to be now. I don't think you can wait.
I genuinely, I think it's as simple as if you, we have seen the best season Jaren Duran will ever put up.
Mm-hmm.
Could he be a 3.5, 4 win player for the next 3 to 4 years? Yeah, absolutely.
He probably is. Probably is.
Like, there's no doubt. He absolutely disappeared in August and September. I was looking earlier today, and he still
Liam, don't forget
with 4.5
October.
wins.
Liam, don't forget October.
Yes, yeah.
No, he didn't disappear in October.
We saw far too much of him.
He wasn't even there. So I don't know how you can look at that and be like, oh no, like there's still another, like something else we can unlock with Duran. Like, no, I think you've seen exactly what his peak is.
Which, in a vacuum of his career, is fine. This is not to say he's a complete butt-ass player. Like,
no,
he could be useful
for
some other team.
He is valuable now, so why wait until the legs give out when you already have guys that can come in?
It is a square peg in a round hole right now. Something has to be done, and what I keep saying, borrowing from that Arsenal YouTube channel that I had mentioned a couple of times over the past couple of weeks, this team has to be, what's the word, gentlemen? Ruthless. I appreciate the effort that Jaren Duran had put in.
We do need to be aligned. Moments. That's so true, Liam.
What did Liam say?
He said we need to be aligned.
We are trying to find alignment on this, right? He could be very useful for some other team. It's just the value proposition of it now. The only thing working in that favor of keeping him is, one, the contract situation. It's cheap money, controlled money for the next couple of years if you wanted to go down that road. And the fact that, he's loved in the clubhouse. Obviously, Cora has, wants to put him out there every day. But I agree. I think it's just time to make the move. Listen, man, I'm just trying to put it all out there.
No, I was just saying about the clubhouse. And also, I just pulled up the team's F4 just to kind of like lay it out with one number that of course there's more to players than the WAR calculated by Fangraphs, but I just mean if we're trying to sort this out like quickly. So last year, believe it or not, Jaren Duran was second on the Red Sox with 3.9 F4. Okay. He also had far and away the most at-bats on the team and innings played. Mm-hmm. He also, Cedar Rafaela, who had more than 100 less plate appearances than Duran, was also forced to play out of position for about a month and a half. He finished 0.1 WAR behind him.
Yeah.
So they're the whatever.
No, granted, I would say, well, he full-time played at center field, which is a more valuable position there based on how of his defense, so that's going to boost up his WAR. But again, you already mentioned the fact that he wasn't playing center field for a lot of that time, right?
Yeah. Roman Anthony in nearly 400 less at-bats than Jaren Duran had a 2.7 F4. I mean, he's going to be the face of the franchise for the next decade. I don't need to. That one's clear. I don't think we need to touch on that one. And then Wilyer Abreu, who missed like basically a third of the season. He had 2.4 F4 in about 300 less plate appearances than Jaren Duran. So to me, it's obviously it's Wilyer or Jaren Duran. It's going to be one of those guys.
Matthew Gross in the chat, OTM's very own, said, "What if somebody's willing to make that trade for a number 2 starter with a package involving Wilyer, but not Duran? That's how Jaren might."
I think that
around.
Great. That opens up room
scenario.
for Kyle Tucker, and we can still move Duran.
Ooh!
Ooh! Don't hurt him now. Don't hurt him now, Liam.
Noticing.
No, you know what? Here, I'll go even further. Then we can just try Christian Campbell in right field.
True.
Okay, I gotta. Listen, I'm with you.
Dangerous, but I like it.
Jake, I've been with you. I've been in alignment for a lot of
You're
this.
not walking with me?
I
You're
have
not
to stop
walking
you
with me
right
anymore?
there.
All right, no, that's fine.
KC, God love him, having difficulty playing left field, playing second base. You want
He
him
didn't really. No, he
to
didn't
be-
really have difficulty playing left field. That was the thing. That was his strongest position.
Okay, so then you want to take that. Okay, fine. Even if he did do well enough in left field, you want to put half of his games in right field at Fenway Park.
No, then he can fucking play left and put Roman back in right in this
Roman's a fair enough
in
of a
this
fielder. Yeah,
Yeah.
in this
I said that Roman would be fine in
hyper
left
specific
field, yeah.
scenario.
fair enough.
Yeah. I'm just. I've said some version of this so many times the last few months, but like if Jarren Duran steps out of that visitor's dugout in Cincinnati next March, something has gone terribly wrong.
It's again, I just want to brace you for that. It very well could happen. I'm not endorsing it. I'm just letting you know that knowing how much Alex Cora loves him, how much he has played over the last couple of years, it's a very real opportunity.
Alex Cora
chance.
loved Mookie Betts. Who cares?
Guys, I mean, we haven't even mentioned the glue that's holding all of this together.
Rob.
No,
Oh.
Yoshida.
Oh Jesus!
Hades.
Not even right field.
I don't
Not even
care
right
what he did.
October hero for the 2025 Red
Yeah,
Sox. Masataka
maybe
Yoshida.
some dumbass GM watched that wild card series and was moved.
Get him to Colorado. I want to see Massa.
You took the words right out of my mouth. The Rockies
He
GM
fucking
is like,
mashed.
damn, he was.
It's going to be Adam Ottavino. Adam Ottavino is going to say, bring me Yoshida.
You know, you say that jokingly, but it's such a canyon out there at Coors into the power alleys. He actually might, like,
just spray it around, Massa.
How good of a prospect are you
Chase
attaching
Dollander, run right
to
back
get
to
off
me, right?
that to get off the last 2 years of that deal?
Is someone fucking dying in the background there? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Kilburn
How good a
makes great
prospect?
point. Massa's value is going to be through the roof after the WBC. He puts on that
True.
Japan jersey and goes.
You
nuts.
better buy stock now.
Yeah.
Are you guys attaching like a decent prospect to him to get off that money?
They are. They're honking for
my
that. I
God.
hope, you know, in all seriousness, hope everyone's okay. But
city,
yeah,
man.
Honestly,
I mean,
honestly, no, because like they proved
I
this
am.
past season they can just banish him.
That's true. I mean,
without
I guess you
reason.
could just send him to Worcester, like
Right.
whatever.
depends on how worried you are, I guess, running up on like tax thresholds and whatnot, and how much you want to invest into outside help. If you do want to make a run for a Schwarber, if you do want to make a run for an Alonso, which we can bring those guys
Well,
up. in a
that's
second.
kind of why, like when we talked about Giolito, I think it's the same breath. Like you're in your win now mode. Like every million is gonna matter if you're super serious. And the only bad money I would say that's on the books right now is Massa.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
Yoshida.
Yeah, like
18
I know he's a fan
It's
favorite.
fucking
I know we love him.
crazy.
I love Yoshida
Is
too,
he?
but.
Is he a fan favorite?
Oh,
I think, like,
have you
ironically,
been
right?
on Red
Like, I
Sox
don't-
Twitter, Liam? Oh
yeah,
my
but
God!
I think it's ironic. Nobody's like.
Nice ironic comment, bro. Now say something
Yeah.
true, something beautiful.
No, you have to find a way to banish him or get off that money and attach something like. But well, here let's DH. I think you got to get Kyle Schwarber. Let's start this conversation. I think it is, frankly, for where this team is right now, I think it is a match made in heaven.
It was a match made in heaven in 2021 as well.
Well, that team. I mean, I don't
Well-
think he's saving the 2022 3 and 4 Red Sox.
I'm
Yeah,
putting
I know,
that.
I
I'm
know.
putting that all on JD. And
Yeah.
they turned it
Oh, I
into
wasn't
something.
even referring like why they didn't sign him. I'm just saying
No.
in 2021 it
Well,
was a good
yeah.
trade to have. I wasn't even
It's-
implying anything
Truth.
beyond that.
It's guys. It's gonna be like LeBron coming back to Cleveland. It's gonna be magical. I'm not even doing a bit. I think it's perfect because he's gonna offer you exactly what you're missing. It's home runs. His batting average is not gonna be sky high. Obviously, Fenway Park is not like a lefty home run hitter's paradise, but he has enough juice that it's fine.
It's 380 there. He can hit it 480
Yeah.
on a whim.
Yeah. He's old enough, and also he's clearly a designated hitter where that like you're not gonna have to overpay him like someone like Pete Alonso. Like Pete
I
Alonso's
was just about to try to find like the contract projections for both of those guys because in a vacuum, just as the player, obviously Pete Alonso is the better fit. He can play at first when you have the question marks there, and then maybe you, whoever it is at DH, maybe you give KC some run there. Maybe
but this is
it's
kind of my
Casas
point.
if he makes good progress. But
Pete Alonso
again,
is not a good first baseman.
Yeah, I think if you're signing Pete, he's a full-time DH by year.
I think you're gonna have to pay him like he's still playing first base.
Yeah.
That's why.
So
I
the
think
same argument that I was just making about Bichette at second, but you'd have to pay him as if he's a shortstop.
Well, I think you'll actually have to move Pete to DH. I think Bichette, you're going to be stuck just with a bad second baseman for a while. Like, it's a lot harder to move that kind of guy, as we saw.
And obviously, you know, in Schwarber as the DH would be magnificent. I also think that there is something to be said about the fact that help from the right-hand side of the plate would be very much beneficial because you got lefty thumpers, right? You've got Willier, you've got Roman. Praying to God, if he does somehow come back, you'd have Casas. I don't want to set my watch to that, and I don't want to hold my breath. But the point is that you could use some more help from the right side of the dish.
I think if Bregman and Story are coming back, I don't think it's like that much of a disparity. Personally, like I don't really think it matters. Because from the right side, you'd have
Narvaez,
Bregman, Story,
coming
Rafaela.
back, I'm like, yes, Schwarber all day.
Yeah.
But if one of them goes, then I'd be like, okay, we still desperately need some right-handed pop. But otherwise, both those guys come back, then yeah, I'm all in on Schwarber.
This is why, okay, if I could break this down kind of big picture, I think the perfect offseason for me is you're trading for a number 2 starter because that's not going to jack your payroll that much. That's going to keep you pretty, you can extend him in this whatever, I don't know. But, like, that won't jack your payroll. I got to find a way to move off that Massa money somehow because I want to retain Story. I want to retain Bregman.
Which is why I'd be fine with attaching, like, some significant enough prospect capital to get that money off now. I know we can banish him after, however many months more of it, but get him off the books now.
And I want Kyle Schwarber, and I think that is a genuinely, like, flawless offseason if you could do those things. Because then you can spend the rest of your time ironing out the edges, seeing, like, spring training can simply be a first base.
Bullpen-related stuff, which we haven't even mentioned anything related to the bullpen.
I mean, they don't have to do a ton.
Fine, like, as is.
Yeah. Wilson's a free agent.
Bring Wilson back, I guess. I don't know.
Like, one of Wilson or Matt's, like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, and then let your depth sort of figure out who else goes there. Like, I really don't think you need to spend time there.
So while we can continue this part of the conversation, I just don't want to forget this aspect of the conversation because we're talking about money. Keith Law, not that he's the be-all end-all it's even worse. It's Jim Bowden. So take whatever he says.
These are the contract projections, right?
Yeah, take it not a grain of salt, a pound of salt here with old Jimbo here. Projected contract for Mr. Schwarber is $5,160. So
that's a little rich.
For Alonso, $6,182.
That's insane. He's not getting 182.
That's more than Freddie Freeman got.
That's more than Freddie Freeman.
Freddie is like
he's
a
also
fucking
younger.
bargain.
6 for 182 is just a hair over 30 per.
Freddie got 162.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean,
what was Schwarber?
5,160. I mean, Schwarber, that's 32 AAV. Alonso is just a hair over 30. It's another year, sure, but it's a lower AAV But again, it's Jimbo, so who fucking knows, right? I
guess
all I'm saying.
The specific money of it is always hard to talk about beforehand because we don't know. Like we have no idea what these
could
guys
end up
are
being a song, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But
to quote what you had mentioned, if every million counts at this point, and if you're contemplating moves to get someone like Yoshida off of the books to make sure that you're not paying out the wazoo of the luxury tax, which again shouldn't be the complete prohibitor for this team to take the steps that they need to take, but you'd be naive to not say that that's not being taken into account. If that's the case, if it's a little bit of a higher AAV on Schwarber, even if you prefer him, that's something to account for. Now, granted, this is not me putting the poo-poo on Kyle Schwarber. I think he would fit right into this lineup. I think be wonderful. I think the same would be for Alonso, especially from the right-hand side of the plate at Fenway for half his games. Are you shitting me? He might hit 50 homers as a Red Sox.
I just don't think the two are going to be as close as that Bowden article says.
Fair enough. Then they very well might not.
Like, I think, I just said this, but I think Pete's going to get paid like a first baseman and Kyle's going to get paid like a DH. Because that's what they are right now. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I think...
But you're never wrong.
But I'm never wrong. I'm just early. I don't know. Well, okay, so I said my dream. What's your guys? Like, what's the A+, Craig, you get a sticker on your test offseason?
I think it's getting... I think the number one... top of my wish list, Santa Claus, please, like, get me that dog behind our pig in the rotation. Lift up the ceiling of that. I know we were going back and forth about a Story and a Bregman situation. Out of the older guys to bring back in the infield, I would want to secure Bregman, but again, caveats with that, what happens with Story. You know, by the time we record next time, that will long have been decided what happens with Story's opt and whatnot. But I think it's pretty important to maintain Bregman's services. Get Yoshida's money off the books. And then get a power source. I think those four things are probably my 1, 2, 3, 4.
And trade Duran somewhere in there?
Well, part of that has whatever it's whether you trade for the power source or, again, like we had mentioned, what's probably more likely is trading for the pitcher. It's going to have to be facilitated by clearing out that outfield logjam. So I'm pretty much
have to be. I mean, I guess it could be. Its own thing.
It's the most likely. It's the most clear. Whatever word you want to use.
Yeah. Well, I also think you can trade Durant. Like if a team is buying and you can trade Durant for prospects and then just spin right around and trade those prospects to like Minnesota or like with your own. You know, like there's. I think they can be two separate. I don't. You know. I wouldn't let that prevent me if the Twins are like, I don't want Jarren Duran or Wilyer Abreu. You say, okay, let me go deal them over here. You might have to. Yeah. 3 team. I don't know.
Let's get a third team. Let's get a third team.
Yeah, let's
get real
get
crazy.
In here.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Craig knows people.
Mr. Gross in the chat goes, a weird factor in the offseason is potentially losing 2027 to a work stoppage. So any big ticket free agent that naturally might fall off in the back end of the contract may also be signed with the expectation of losing year 2. I got to be honest, Matt.
Spare me. I don't care.
Well, no, it's not even I don't care. In terms of working out the potential factors of a 2027 lockout, whether or not that impacts you, I couldn't put that into the equation of trying to analyze like what the team should be doing from a roster construction standpoint.
If that's the case, let's just go get Scooble. And go. Let's just go all in for
Scooby Doo.
See what happens.
Scooby Doo.
Ride it out.
Could you imagine? Could we game that out a little bit? Just let's get slutty.
All right. Well, wait. Can I just speak on the potential lockout for one quick second?
Absolutely.
I think if you are approaching your big ticket free agent like negotiations now with like
with 27 in mind,
with like, hey, we might lose year 2. It's like fuck off. Like you're the Red Sox. Get serious. I also don't think. I mean, this is the optimist in me. Even if they lose some games, I fundamentally do not believe you are losing
the full season.
The season, yeah. I don't think that.
Baseball's popularity is getting way too much. I think they're eventually going to come to the senses. Maybe I'm just being optimistic.
There hasn't been a full lockout in major sports since 2004, and that was the NHL.
Hockey, yeah.
I mean, the NBA started at like Christmas one year.
Yeah, and stuff like that. The NHL did the same thing in 12. Like that happens.
Yeah,
I cannot see them lose. I know it's going to be awful and contentious and stuff, but I don't think they're going to lose the whole year. So,
we thought we were going to lose games in 22 after.
And they still figured that shit
COVID
out.
Stuff was.
They delayed it a week.
Yeah. I mean, Bob Nightingale showed up with bagels, and everyone was like, you know what? We're actually
baseball's
fine.
back.
Yeah.
Why are we even fighting in the field? Get over here, you.
Also,
I mean,
the baseball players union is like the fucking mob. It's so much stronger than the other.
Strongest. Shout out
It's
Marvin
so much
Miller.
stronger than the other 3 unions in professional sports. Like, the NBA players union literally got taken out back and shot the last negotiations. Grant Williams and CJ McCollum are terrorists. They fucking, I can't believe what they let the owners get away with.
But they can smoke weed a little bit, Jake. So
Right. But
fine.
you also if you're not one of the like top 30 players in the league, you should kill yourself. Is basically what the NBA CBA is at right
Been a
now.
while since you've had one of those. I got to put that in.
Oh, sorry.
No, I think that it's probably the longest stretch where you haven't dropped that one. But it's been a while since we've had an ow. So there we go. But
I think anyone clamoring for a salary cap is the most casual follower of the sport you'll find. Like, there's no serious person that I've seen argue for a salary cap. Like, it's not going to happen. Simply put.
I think
the owners will never.
At best, you'll get a floor with like the Cohen tax, like increased penalties, like the NBA has. Like, I think that's probably like the NBA has the penalties that are like. Well, again, I just said the NBA got taken out back. I don't. Whatever.
But I agree with what you're saying. I don't think if there is any form of a cap, it's coming with a floor. The players aren't. Like we said, the MLB union is not gonna say, "Oh no, we're cool with a cap," but no, keep spending as little as you want. Like, they're just put up with that.
Yes.
No. Matt goes, the problem was a bunch of owners wanted and they're willing to torch games to get it. Well,
I think the other problem though
lose
is
ROI afterwards.
What do owners need to ratify? Do either of you know like how many owners have to say yes to it doesn't have to be unanimous, right? For a CBA?
Fuck if I know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Probably a super majority if I had to guess.
I just need to find
Logan, right? Yo, you need a super majority
votes.
Oh, I guess all 30 do need
75%.
9 votes blocks it. Yeah, so
okay.
9 votes blocks it. I mean, you think how many like real cheapskates are there? About 10, right?
No, I mean that's the thing. There's a hard third of the league that is genuinely just uninterested in trying.
Yeah, it's like Nutting and the Marlins and the.
I don't even know if like the Rockies are uninterested in trying. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, Dick. I know my man Dick. My man Dick loves baseball. Respect Dick. Okay.
We should email him this winter. Try to get him on the show.
I bet we could get him on. Talk about 07.
yeah. See if he can hook us up with Jeff Francis.
Yeah, talk about the Chris Bryant contract.
Be a fun one.
Is that it for the wish list?
I guess.
Oh, I did have one outside the box, in-house answer for right-handed power. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on. Does anyone remember what Wally used to look like?
Yeah, when he was
around
buff.
the early 2000s.
He was fucking jacked.
That's where I'm headed with this.
When he was
Wally
he was on
Yes.
he was on T. When Wally was on T.
When Wally was on T, we get him back on the juice. He recently partook in the mascot home run derby over the All-Star break, I believe. I'm not sure how he fared.
Well, did he win? I was gonna say.
I'm not sure how he fared.
See in there? How do they even hit pitches?
I don't know. He looked pretty good from one of the clips I
right.
saw. So I'm just thinking we get Wally in the gym this winter. It's a low-cost, team-controlled answer to the right-handed power we're looking for.
We'll take a team-friendly deal, you know.
No, he's under contract for life.
He's got a family here. You know, he has a wife, Tessie, and everything.
His lease is long term.
He doesn't want to uproot
inside
that,
the monster. You know? Yeah.
No, he owns that. That's not a
he's got
lease.
a mortgage
He
to play.
owns that. He owns that.
The baseball is played off to the side. This is his primary source of income is the business side. He makes his network his net worth. You see.
That's right. So I don't know. Just something to think about. I mean, worst case,
I like that,
we got Smiley waiting in AAA. We can get him on the tee this winter, or Wolfster too. Wolfster's another big body down there in Worcester. So
Smiley's built like those old like fucking like Prince Fielder.
Eddie Goodell.
Yeah. Like the old, like, real fucking built like a fire hydrant type sluggers. You know what I mean?
Stocky.
Smiley's got a
Smiley. They called him Jimmy Fox back in the day.
Smiley's got a fucking vicious uppercut swing. My God. Another wish list. I wish that Nike would drop the stupid 4+1 rule for jerseys.
That's a good one.
It's fucking stupid. What do you mean?
I'm fine
Guys,
with what we have right now.
think,
Personally,
I want to be able to wear
have
fun
a
throwbacks
strange-
whenever we want.
I have a strange feeling the yellow's getting retired this winter. So I just want to take a
I
second.
think it sells too much.
But I don't think that stops them from selling it if they retire it. They're still
No,
selling
I don't either.
blues.
But
It
it's
gets to a
harder to
point where
sell
people don't
something if they
associate it, you know what I
don't
mean?
wear it. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Like no one's like, God damn, I love. Also, yellow lets you sell hats. It lets you sell all different sorts of things. Like if they bring the blue jersey back, the only thing that adds as a sale is the blue jersey.
Yeah.
Like there's not other brand like all different shit with like the City Connects. So
I'd trade the blue for the red after this past season.
No,
I probably
keep the red.
wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do that.
And I like the blues.
I don't.
But-
It's just the Reds on the road, man. I'm like, I'm out.
I mean,
don't like that.
I get that aspect of it, but I'll tell you what.
I think they wear the
Greens,
alternates
they're perfect.
too much
They're perfect
anyways
and I
in the
love
first
them.
place, probably. Like, I
Yeah.
like it better if they mixed it in just a bit more. But again, like, I want them to be able to, okay, like, one weekend a year they're wearing, okay, this is the night that they're wearing their 75 throwbacks. Like, but there's no avenue for that. That's more my thing, you know? I want them
The
to have
fact
an
that we had-
avenue to be able to wear
The
that.
fact that we had the 50th anniversary of the 75 team with the Reds in town
Yeah.
and they didn't wear them.
Nasty. That was
Utter
nasty.
woke. Utter woke
global
nonsense.
supply chains of jersey. Fuck you, Nike. You're Nike. You're fanatics. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Matt goes, can they just wear the yellow every marathon weekend and have that not count as part of the 4+1? That would be perfect. They kind of do that with the Boston Strong jersey.
Right. So I don't know. Could you cut a deal where you just wear the yellow Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the Boston on Monday, and then that's it? I don't know.
That would make it a special kind of event. Like, okay, like
Yeah.
this is their...
This is the yellow weekend.
Because, you know, like college football teams, they have the one game a year where it's like, okay, this is our blackout game or
Sure.
whiteout game or something like that. Delaware probably does the blue out game or something.
Sure. We dropped
Sure.
black jerseys a couple weeks ago. They're kind of sick.
Yeah,
So,
what?
They dropped black jerseys the other week, a couple weeks ago for the first time. They were nice. The midnight collection, they call them.
They call it the midnight. Are you gonna get a black Flacco jersey? A Blacko jersey?
No, well, so the bullshit is, I was watching. They were on ESPN like 2 weeks ago, and they're showing clips of like inside the concourse of the stadium. They're selling the Flacco jerseys in the stadium, but I can't buy one online.
Damn.
The one time I tried to buy one on Fanatics recently,
Go send
I
one of your
purchased it.
parents. Don't
They-
they,
they
live
took
like
my- they
down
took
the
my-
road?
They'd
Down the
never do
hall
that
and to the
for me.
left.
They'd never do that for me.
They don't love you that much.
No, they don't. They should drive up to Newark,
Lori's a
Delaware.
saint. Lori absolutely would.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Lori gasses up your tweets. She listens to the podcast.
Jesus, Liam.
She would go down the road to get you a jersey.
I don't know. We'll see.
Fitz
Maybe
bought
I'll
me a
ask.
jersey.
Maybe I'll
once.
put that on. Maybe I'll put that on the
I
Christmas
did.
list.
I did. You paid me for it, but I did.
Yeah,
I
you
hooked
know.
it up.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
What else, guys?
In terms of wish list stuff, I think
Yeah.
that kind of covers
We
it.
good?
Pretty. Yeah, I feel like
I was gonna try to.
thankfully-
I was
thankfully
gonna
it's pretty
cheekily.
cut and dry.
Yeah, it's straight. I think we're in alignment. I was gonna cheekily ask like, what would it take to get Derek Skubal, but
Meyer, one of your outfielders.
naming rights to Fenway.
No, I mean, he does only have 1 year left.
It's 1 year.
Like I
Sure.
think it's going to be less than people think it. Well, now they're saying they're not going to trade him, right?
They shouldn't.
I mean, I agree, but I don't. That's.
Yeah.
I think it would take Meyer, Willier.
Oh, you're probably looking at the password in there.
Password, and then probably
Arias,
like early
somebody of like
and
earlier or yeah.
and Tolley. You probably got to go two pitchers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be
like
probably
5-6 guys.
5-6 players. Yeah.
He has 1 year left, but he's also the best pitcher on the planet, and you have a chance to extend him from there. So you know what I mean. So,
I don't think you have a
second best pitcher on the planet. Skeens first. You know what I mean. And then he also probably wants to hit free agency, anyways.
Yeah.
How the we'll just keep it at one advertising. I don't want to break again. We'll just keep it at one advertising break for this episode because I want to shift into a very pressing topic here at Pot on Lansdowne Enterprises. How did your test go for Celebrity Jeopardy today, boys?
Oh God,
awful. It was
jumped
so
me,
hard.
Fitz.
Yeah,
it was easy.
when Fitz was like, "Oh, it's not bad. You guys should be fine." I was like, "Okay, I don't feel too bad." And then when Jake said it was hard, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I'm kind of scared.
Well,
now.
do you want to explain to people
that's
what
why
we're trying
I
to do?
immediately did it.
Yeah, we're trying to get on Pop Culture Jeopardy, the three of us together.
Not Celebrity. I think I said Celebrity Jeopardy, not
Yeah,
Pop
it's
Culture
team,
Jeopardy.
Yeah, we're not that. The pod's not that big.
Yeah, it's aired on Netflix.
Yeah. Because it's
This is serious, by the way. Like, this is not a bit. Like, we did take the test.
We took the test.
I'll take your test. It's 3 teams. It's teams of 3, I mean. So all 3 of us would be on a team together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, we took that test today. I don't think I got rocked, but I was not expecting it to be that hard.
Early on in mine, I was like, oh no. Like, I got like 4 or 5 questions in. I was like, I may have gotten 1 or 2 of these, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I got into a nice bit of a groove later. I might be on the precipice. I looked it up. It said typically for the Jeopardy test, you have to get at least a 35 out of the 50 to be considered.
Oh, I don't know.
I also think that, like, for a pop culture thing, they might lower the threshold of that a little bit.
I'm
sure you did better than you think, guys.
It started okay, and then the scary thing is like when it speeds up on you, and you're like, ah!
Yeah, what the fuck?
It doesn't speed up.
Yeah. No, I mean like the 15 seconds. It comes fast.
Oh, mentally it might speed.
Yeah.
Those
You never hear. No, it's like Fitz. It's like the pitch clock when they're like the game's speeding up on him.
Yeah.
That's how I felt for a spell there. It got a little spooky, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I can take it again. Right? I can't study.
No. Yeah. You can't. Yeah.
Oh well.
That would be fun though. It said they fly us out for it. They provide travel.
I went to a taping when I was in LA.
Did you know?
Of regular Jeopardy, not
Still, but yeah, I would love to see a Jeopardy.
Oh
taping.
yeah, it was fun. Saw Ken do his thing up there.
Were you like sitting and like what is Zimbabwe? Like
no, they'll throw your ass out if they hear you speaking.
Oh,
shoot
shit.
you on sight.
Yeah, they kill you. Yeah, the Sony mafia comes and fucking murders you. What else is new with you, my friends?
Staying busy, man. Holiday season coming up. Can't believe it's already November.
How was everyone's Halloween weekend?
I didn't. Sophie was sick. We didn't do a damn thing.
Oh, that's a shame.
I played a lot of Simpsons Fortnite the last couple of days. It's pretty fun. The whole map is Springfield.
That's kind of neat.
Bart in the mech suit.
Yeah, Bart in the mech suit.
I haven't played Fortnite in a minute.
Marge.
Jake, should we run some Fortnite this off season?
I will if you want.
Get the Pot on Lansdowne Twitch finally going.
Yeah. I totally would. It's pretty fun.
Fortnite. Yeah. I haven't played Fortnite in a couple of years. I think it's been a while.
I hadn't played in probably 2 years since
I wasn't good to begin with. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's fun.
I'll
Hey, it's
be honest.
approaching a decade of being around.
It's crazy.
I'll be honest. I've never played it, guys.
You've never, not even like
Never.
once, say, hey, can I try one round of? You've never played
Never.
Fortnite.
Never hopped on.
Really?
What year did you graduate college?
Spring 2017, and then it blew up.
That's fair.
Fall
It popped
17.
off that fall. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Just
junior, senior year. Yeah, for me.
Nips
Yeah,
passing in the night. I was like, I'm just at my parents' house. If I still had roommates at the time, we were like, yeah, sure, we'll play. But no, I was long gone.
Part of why I bought my PS4 after college was to be like, I got to play some Fortnite, man. And it was a good investment. It was a sound investment. It is one of those things.
I played so much Fortnite in COVID, dude.
Yeah.
I played so much Fortnite during COVID. It was absolutely disgusting.
It was one of those things. Like, I hate to sound old and crockety, but you really did have to be there when Fortnite was first really coming onto the scene.
It was special, man. People
It was.
posting their victory on their Snap story.
Yeah, yes, dude.
Yeah. It was special.
The first one that I had won, I was getting ready to meet up with Missy Mo and our friends at one of the bars. Like, I had like an Uber coming or something like that. So I'm just sitting there playing it, running a solo, and I hadn't won yet. I was kind of ass at the game. With like 30 seconds left until the Uber came, I got the game-winning kill on there and won, and like audibly screamed. For the rest of the night at the bar, I couldn't stop talking about the fact that I won a Fortnite game after weeks. Alex was like, "I do not care." No, she was nicer than that, but back in her
special,
mind,
man.
I'm sure
It was special.
it was. Shit, now I want to play Fortnite.
I know.
That's what I get you guys for Christmas. Some, what do they call them? Fortnite battle
V-Bucks.
passes.
V-Bucks.
Oh.
Well, yeah, there is a battle pass, yes, but
Yeah,
you
you
buy
buy
that with
the
the
V-Bucks.
the battle pass with the V
With V-Bucks. Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Jake, did you ever run into those videos where it's Stewie and or Brian just saying Fortnite on loop?
No.
1 second video on YouTube. It says Stewie says Fortnite.
Fortnite.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
There's a TikTok sound that was going around, I don't know, maybe a couple years ago, where it was like Peter showing up in Fortnite and Donald Trump was there to greet him.
Holy
like,
crap, Donald Trump!
Oh,
Hello,
yeah,
Peter.
yeah.
Welcome to
Hello,
Fortnite.
Peter.
Well, there's one. It's when Joe Biden goes to the door. He goes, "Holy crap, Joe Biden!" He goes, "Hello, Homer."
That's good.
So yeah, please put us on Pop Culture Jeopardy. We would like that. Please and thank you. Because we want to advertise the show on Netflix and fly out catch
Is it
a
on
ball
Netflix
game
now? Oh, right, they moved it. It was on Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Now
but it's going to be
Netflix.
on this next season. Will be on Netflix.
Yeah, Mr.
And if we
Mr.
don't get it
Colin
this year, I
Jost,
will be
please bring
hounding
us
you guys
on.
for season 3 of it to take it again.
Colin Jost. Please.
We'll just
Yes,
keep doing it every
Colin
year.
Jost.
Should
We'll
I
just
like
start
kidnap him
buddying.
outside 30 Rock, like King of Comedy? Be like, let us on Pop Culture Jeopardy. You guys ever seen King of Comedy?
That's Scorsese, right? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, good picture. Underrated.
But I've heard nothing but good things about it. Just haven't
Yeah.
yet to see it.
Yeah, good
We got a lot of good movies coming up.
Yes, we do.
Marty Supreme,
Avatar.
Avatar.
I can't wait to see my friends Took and Paya Khan and Neytiri. That Avatar is maybe the most built for Trump speak franchise, maybe ever.
The Navi live in Pandora.
It's good. My friend Paya
That was
Khan.
actually
they
one of the
very
questions I got on the pop culture test.
Yeah,
It's like,
Yes,
this is a
Pandora.
new planet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pandora one.
I knew that one. You better believe. I
Maybe
knew
we
that
all
one.
got the same ones. Did you get the?
I think it was.
Did you get the one
probably
which TikTok star danced
Yes.
to
Yes,
Renegade?
Charlie.
The Renegade,
It's Charlie
yep.
D'Amelio.
No, that's Addison Rae. I looked it up after.
Oh, I put Charlie down.
No.
It's Addison Rae. So shit, we
Well,
may have had the same.
I think it was probably the same exact 50 questions.
Was the Connecticut town? Was that Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls?
I
that
had
was
no
one where I
idea.
was like, I don't know.
I had
what
no
this
idea.
one is. I
Yeah,
didn't even
that's
guess.
the only show I know that's set in Connecticut. So I
We'll
was
keep
like,
rattling some of these
That's
off.
what I was trying to think
I
of.
think
I
we
was
had
like,
the
I
same
don't know.
test guys.
All
I
right,
think
what
we
else
did
is
too.
there?
It was all the-
Say some more. I don't remember it that well now.
I don't recall off the top of my head.
I
think I
tried to
blacked
tried to
out.
forget it. Yeah, it jumped me. It jumped me bad.
Yeah. When is Marty Supreme out? Is it Thanksgiving or is it Christmas? God damn it.
So, yeah.
Ugh.
We will be there.
Such a
I still
long
got.
wait.
I still got to see one battle after another.
Yes, you do. Yes, you certainly do. Ran into a Bob Ferguson at the Mount
Yes.
Washington Omni. Of all places,
Did you
this
get-
bourgeois
did you hit him
hotel,
with-
there's a Bob Ferguson.
Did you hit him with some quotes?
I sure did. I asked what time is it. He's like, I cannot for the life of me on my my only daughter. Remember.
That's great. Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. Yeah. Courage, Bob.
What did I do? I didn't do a damn thing. I watched Oh, you know what I just watched because I was curious? One Piece. You guys know One Piece?
That's that anime, right?
Did you watch the whole show?
No, I watched. So no, it has 1,000 episodes. I said fuck that. But the live action Netflix exists.
Oh, is it actually good?
I watched the pilot. I liked it. I'm gonna watch episode 2 maybe after we get off.
I still got to start the Chair Company,
Me too.
Same.
and I got to watch the most
Fitz.
recent Smiling Friends episode.
Me too.
Me too.
I watched Mole Man last night with Riss.
It's
But this was
a
like
lead
right
episode.
before.
Mole Man's excellent.
Mole Man was great. But Fitz, Riss and I watched your favorite movie yesterday, The Wild Robot. It's the first time I'd seen
Good
it.
picture, right?
Excellent. It was excellent. I had a great time.
DreamWorks, I must say, kind of eating Pixar's lunch as of late.
They were cooking,
yeah.
man. That was great. It was really good.
Kind of gets it's formulaic towards the end of it, but like that
Sure.
first like 25 minutes of the Wild Robot,
It was like,
wonderful
this is neat.
picture.
Yeah, it was good. Had a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, Kate Bird said watch the Chair Company on HBO. It's on my list. Listen, love me some Tim Robinson. Well, now it's to the point that there's no baseball on, so this is my if I want to watch something,
Yeah, now
Like,
you can.
now's
Now's
the
the
time.
time.
Yeah.
I definitely got to crush Andor season 2. I might just do a full rewatch at this point.
I miss it
Get
so.
season 1 in there.
I miss it so much.
But
What
again,
a
I think I've said
program.
this before. I'll say it again. Like people, you got to watch this show. You got to watch that show. Like I know, I'd have to start Severance. I know it, but like at the end of the day, Jake, I'll be like, I'd rather watch Mr. Plow right now for the 20th time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Long day at the office. Be like, Or a movie. I think I just like movies more than TV shows in general.
That's fair, Fitz. I'm not going to hurt you for
There's
that.
nothing wrong. There's
I
nothing
ain't gonna
wrong
hold
with
you.
that.
Emoji of the week is a camera, like a cinema, like
Oh, I have
movie camera.
such a good song of the week, dude. I have such a good song of the
Song of the week. Do you have it ready?
week. Yep.
Let it rip, my friend.
Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows.
Sha la 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 la. Oh.
Mr. Jones. Such a good song.
What's he got? Adam Duritz is the lead singer, I believe, of Counting
Yeah.
Crows. The
Such
white
a
guy
good
with
song,
the
dude.
dread.
Dude, can we
Accidentally
do
in love.
two this week, actually? My friends and I were sending songs to each other last night, and we were flying.
Well, we missed last week, so yeah, you can do two.
Oh,
All
That's
right,
true.
so my other one is Pearls by Sade. Okay.
Well, there you go. Sure.
You guys don't have thoughts on that one?
Sorry, I was just getting
I don't know
distracted
if I
by
know
Adam
that one off the
Duritz's
top of my head.
dreadlocks.
Pearls by Sade. Look at, there is a woman in Somalia.
Is that
Yeah,
it's
that's-
Sade?
that's a
I
good
always thought it was Sade.
No, it's Sade.
I did not know there was well, I guess the H isn't silent; it's invisible, because it's spelled Sade, right?
Yeah, she was special. I know, Botsy, right? These guys, these crackers over here, they don't know Sade.
By Your Side is an
they're still
amazing
in
song. You know what?
Massachusetts.
If-
I'm living in New York City, baby. It's
If
nice
I
and
have- if
diverse
I get
here.
two
Look, he's got
songs-
a beanie on there already too.
If I get
This is Zoran's New York. I know.
he's got Tim's on. He's got Tim's on. Put
Yeah,
if
the
I
camera
get
in.
if I get two songs, I want one of them to be By Your Side by Sade, because
we
that
play
song's amazing.
we play Sade over here.
They call her Sade. With this officially being the start of Last Waltz season, it being November,
Talk to me, Fitz.
Don't Do It from The Last Waltz. That's my other song of the week.
All right.
By the band. The Last Waltz version, Christy. The Last Waltz
What was your
version.
Sade song?
By Your Side.
Oh yeah, that one's good. She's got a couple bangers. Yeah, have I ever sent
Smooth
you guys
her
the-
cover, Smooth Operator, is
Have
great.
I ever sent you guys the Kevin Garnett edit to Pearls by Sade?
No, you have not.
I'm gonna find it, but it's awesome. Liam, what say? Oh no, Fitz, was that one or two?
I had By Your Side by Sade and Don't Do It by the band off of The Last Waltz.
Nice.
Liam,
So yeah, I don't have a Sade song to plug.
do
But,
her cover of "Smooth Operator."
Would I recognize that? I mean, I'd recognize
Smooth
Opera.
operator. Smooth.
I mean, I know the song.
Operator.
I'm not wasting my 2 spots on that. Sorry.
Damn.
I will pick. I've been listening to a lot of Dire Straits recently, so give me Down to the Waterline.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is I guess this is an ode to Jake because it shouts out his good friend Jesse Eisenberg. New Music Friday, Renee Rapp dropped "Lucky" from Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It's a real earworm.
I'm not a huge Renee Rapp guy.
It's a little earworm. I liked it.
Chapel Roan Market corrected her.
Did they have beef?
No, I just think the world wasn't ready for 2 lesbian pop stars, and Chapel Roan just ate her lunch. Ate her lunch.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Raise the standard.
No, I mean she did. I mean, Jesus,
What else can you say?
What else can you say?
Chapel is legit.
Chapel came in and
we are in a great spot for pop music. It was looking a little dire there for a couple of years.
Oh, the 2010s was a fucking wasteland.
No,
for
it's
pop
ugly.
music.
It was tough. It was tough sledding.
No,
like
we
obviously,
got,
listen, Lorde is an exception to that in the 2010s and whatnot. Lorde is excellent. But 2010s
When did
or 2020s rather, it's so much better.
When did Melodrama come out?
2016
Nope.
or 2017?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think it was early 2017.
Yeah. Mid 20.
What a fucking album! What an album!
Yeah, I mean, we got Chapel, we got Olivia, we got Sabrina, we got
There's Sabrina, there's Olivia, and then of course there's Chapel.
We have all these characters. Charlie XCX, if you're into that sort of thing. I don't think I am anymore, but
oh no,
her vibe
Charlie's Charlie's
is kind
the
of
real deal.
off-putting to me.
I don't do cocaine, but it's great.
Who else? Taylor, maybe. I don't know. Kind of a
Not
rough
off this
stretch
past
for her.
album. Not off.
Yeah, no. Her last 3 fits are done.
But I'm a Swiftie neutral. Respect Carly Rae Jepsen. Yes. Emotion, great
Love
album.
some Carly Rae.
We love Emotion. That's a thing.
Good girl.
Love that song. Who else? Those are the heavy hitters, right?
It's got to be someone we're missing.
Well, there's like Gracie Abrams, but
Ugh.
It's good. I like Gracie
she's
Abrams.
all right. She's all right.
We have Phoebe Bridgers at home.
Well, she's not a pop girly.
Well, yeah, Phoebe isn't a huge pop.
She's dead for all I know. There hasn't been a
Phoebe?
peep.
Don't speak
There
on
hasn't been
Phoebes
a
like that.
there hasn't been a peep out of that
Yeah,
girl
no,
in
it's-
2 years.
I mean, they just had like the
Is
huge
Carly
rollout for
Rae
Boy
pregnant?
Genius too. You know what I mean? Like we just had
That
a
was
huge
2 years
Boy Genius
ago. That was 2 years ago, Fitz.
I would rather them take the time, whether it's Julian
I miss
or
her.
Lucy or Phoebe.
miss
I miss
Phoebe.
Phoebe Bridgers terribly too. Punisher was 2020, man. I would rather them take the time than have you-know-who Blondie rolling out slop every 11 months.
No, I don't disagree at all.
It's
I
called
think-
quality control, Wallinger.
Yes, I don't disagree at all. I will say, like 5 years, you're pushing it. I think that's a little more than I'd like.
But you got like. you
But
got
art
Boy
is
Genius
art.
in there.
Art is art. You know,
Yeah.
art takes time.
K Bird, yes, she still dates Bo Burnham. Phoebe Bridgers, that is, as far
Well,
as I know.
we don't know that. I guess it's been a while since she's been seen in public.
Wellness check.
It's been more than just a day off in Kyoto for her, folks. Am I right?
Hey, folks.
I was listening to that song the other day. I was like, what a goddamn fucking song. Like, it had been a little bit since I'd heard it. That horn break going into the second verse, special, like, 10-second snippet of music.
Fuck, I'm gonna go listen to Punisher when I get off now.
What's
What's your favorite song on Punisher, Fitz? Is it Kyoto?
It's not Kyoto, but it's up. Kyoto's up there. It's either I know the end or Graceland.
Mine's Graceland 2 or
Graceland 2 is a
Graceland
great
2 is
song.
mine. Or Moon Song. I love Moon Song.
Moonsong. And
Because Fitz, you are sick and you are married.
oh, you know, yeah, it felt like water in your hand. No, actually, it might be Moonsong. Fuck, God, what an album!
I actually prefer Stranger in the Alps though.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Scott Street head?
Scott Street's one of my favorite songs of all time ever.
Scott Street's unbelievable.
I also love Funeral. I also love Georgia.
Georgia's a great song.
I also love Killer. Great song. Mm-hmm. I love that album.
Smoke Signals, that opener, is a good song.
Yep. I miss her. I miss her dearly.
Phoebe's great.
Well, fellas,
Liam, what's your favorite Phoebe Bridgers song?
yeah, Liam, are you?
Guys,
Phoebe?
I gotta be honest. We've had this conversation before. I just the vibe puts me in a mood.
That's the
I've
point.
I've never been able to do
Liam,
it.
that's the point of
Like,
if a song
there are a couple. I mean, like I like some Boy Genius stuff, but like I don't know, it's never.
If you
never,
like Boy
I've never
Genius
fully
stuff,
bought in.
Liam, I'm literally certain you will like some Phoebe Bridgers songs.
I've never given it like a full.
Not Strong
Yeah,
Enough
full
is the
rip
best
through.
Boy Genius song, by the way. I
do
think
like
that's
that
on the
song.
playlist, the
Ooh,
podcast playlist.
Emily, I'm Sorry is really good. I love
Emily, I'm Sorry is excellent.
Emily. What was on the first EP? Me and My Dog.
Yeah.
Great song. God damn it, man, I miss her. Phoebe, come back. The other two are dating now.
Yes, they are. Lucy
I can see
and
that.
Julian.
Lucy and Julia. That's crazy, man. Maybe that's why she fucked off, because maybe it was like, maybe it got a little
Drama.
weird for her.
It was polyamorous, but then she got the boot and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe. Well, because they were all kissing and shit when I saw them on tour.
they most certainly were.
Oh,
Did you see Boy Genius?
I didn't. I wish I did, but I didn't.
Oh, but
I
you
know
saw
that they
them
were.
kissing. You saw vids of them kissing and stuff.
Saw those chicks hooking up, man. Yeah.
Fitz was crouched over his computer. He's going, Boy Genius.
That's gonna do it for this edition. No, respect Lucy, respect Julian, respect Phoebes.
Respect Paul Mescal too. He was there.
He was there. He's gonna get Oscar buzz for what he's gonna be in.
I'm out.
yeah, Adam Paul.
I sold my stock. I said this to you guys. I sold my stock. I bought all the Josh O'Connor stock you could possibly buy.
Liam, it's anti-Irish discrimination.
No, because I have stock in other Irish guys, but he just doesn't. I don't know. I don't think he's got it.
I have plenty of Irish friends.
One of the greatest tweets ever is like, "You want to tell me the guy that got out-rizzed by Bo Burnham is a movie star?" It's like, yeah, well.
When you put it that way.
Oh no, it was when he got cast in Gladiator, and then the same guy replied to it, and he was like, 2000 Russell Crowe was why Jack Quaid was having 2 Christmases. Get real. Because did you guys know that that's who Meg Ryan cheated on Dennis Quaid with?
No,
Russell
I
Crowe.
didn't.
Yeah, that's why they got divorced.
Damn.
Can't blame her.
No, you sure can't.
Love some Russ. Who doesn't?
Liam, and I just want to remind you that what we do now echoes in
Echoes
eternity.
in eternity.
They've told me that many times.
You're hearing it
and
more and more. All right.
Yeah, and
You know what? I need to watch Master and Commander this winter. I've
Oh
never seen it.
fuck!
Need
What
to-
a
need to watch it so
movie!
bad.
That's like the
I've never seen
platonic ideal of a movie. It's like
Yeah,
it's
I
2
always see
hours.
that first screen grab. on
Oceans
Twitter.
are now
It goes around all the
battlefields, man.
time.
Oceans
Yeah,
are now
I
battlefields.
gotta do it. I gotta do it one day.
Dude, we got Paul Bettany up in that bitch. He's
Yeah,
looking
it's
at
a
like
great
he's looking at
cast.
rare birds and shit the whole movie. That's like his thing. Because they find like the
rocks.
Galapagos Islands. It's like no one's ever been there or something. I don't know. It was crazy, man.
That rocks. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. We really need like a full pop culture thing that we do. Like, I love talking Red Sox, but I laugh
Pop on
so hard.
Lansdowne. Pop on
Pop.
Lansdowne.
I know. I thought of that. Pop on Lansdowne. Pop, and then we could put it in culture, in parentheses, culture. On
Talk
Lansdowne.
about pop music. Liam got the reference. Thank you.
I got it.
Liam's
Good
an older
song,
music
good
head.
song,
I didn't.
Good
yeah.
song.
Jake had no idea.
No, I have no idea what that was a reference
Oh, good song. Good song.
to. What is that?
Another
music.
earworm.
By M. Talk about pop music. You know what? Add that to the list too.
I'm unfamiliar.
We got 7. We have 7 songs of the week this week. Yep, Bonzi knows. Should we do up?
Yep.
Up, boot up.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Is that all we got?
Yeah.
Damn near 2 hours. We did it again.
The off season has arrived.
The offseason
OC
has
did it
arrived.
again, huh?
Do we want to say the next episode in 2 weeks? Do we want that to be a mailbag episode?
I think that could be
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, because then,
Let's do it.
I mean, after that,
After
take
that is
another
Thanksgiving.
take another
Then
2
after
weeks.
that-
You go first week of December. That could be like,
I don't know. By the time we come back, is it winter meetings after that mailbag episode? Technically,
Think so. Close to it.
no, it would be
Yeah.
another. It would be another episode, wouldn't it?
Either a mailbag or if we can get someone on for an interview. Maybe
Okay.
do
Should we
that.
get Spen on for a funeral? That feels
Ooh.
mean. That feels mean spirited. Actually,
too soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we'll 2
we'll have
weeks.
him we'll have him recap it all in
yeah, in the
training.
spring when we have.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that will be then. But right now, we're signing off. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition of the program. YouTube.com/AppHot on Lansdowne. Next time, 2 weeks from tomorrow, technically, because we're recording Monday. This will be released Wednesday. The reason why is because I'm playing in a slow pitch softball semifinal game tomorrow night at 9:15.
Give him
So-
hell. Fitz is gonna be the right-handed power bat we need.
Let's go hit for break. I'm a rinky-dink slap hitter, dude. But I've been an on-base machine over the last couple of games, so I got that going for me, which is nice. But no, we appreciate your time as always, especially when there's nothing to talk about with the Red Sox, to spend 2 hours of your time just shooting the shit, laughing with us, and talking about our favorite team and our favorite sport. We're very appreciative of that. So, on that note, for Jake, for Liam, I'm Fitz, you're you. We will talk to you next time in 2 weeks. Until then, go Sox, and obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey your mother.